People often misunderstand this about you. They call it arrogance, coldness, emotional detachment. You've heard it before. You're too quiet, too observant, too difficult to read. They encourage you to open up, to express more, to act like them. But what they're responding to isn't your silence, it's your structure. What you carry isn't a flaw. It's a cognitive pattern most people will never develop. And that's exactly why it makes them uncomfortable. Across psychology, behavioral strategy, and power dynamics, there's one consistent truth. Some minds don't move with the crowd. They move beneath it. They analyze structure before stimulus, outcomes before emotions, position before reaction. This isn't a personality trait. It's a cognitive blueprint. And once you recognize it, you start seeing it in those who lead without noise. It's called Machiavellian Intelligence. Not because it's immoral, not because it's manipulative, but because it processes human nature without seeking emotional permission. It doesn't ask for acceptance, it calculates leverage. It's efficient, it's adaptive, and it's rare. Sign number 1. You speak less, but you perceive more. You don't talk for attention. You speak with intent, only when necessary. While others fill silence with noise, you observe how they handle pressure. You track contradictions they don't even notice. You map silent hierarchies. You identify repeating behaviors as they unfold. This is not social anxiety. It's environmental mastery. You don't need to control the conversation. You let others reveal themselves. And when you finally speak, your voice cuts through because they've already underestimated you. Sign number 2. You care more about outcomes than optics. Most people filter their actions through approval. You filter yours through effectiveness. You are less concerned with how it looks and more focused on whether it works. You don't say what's comfortable. You say what shifts the dynamic. They call it blunt. They call it cold. What they're really reacting to is freedom. Freedom from emotional dependence. While they protect their image at the cost of truth, you remove the filter and confront reality. That makes you polarizing but highly effective. Sign number 3. You understand connection without attachment. You listen with intent. You mirror what others need to feel safe. You reflect energy, tone, emotion, without absorbing it. People open up to you, not because you ask, but because they don't feel judged. They reveal their story, their insecurities, their leverage points, and they walk away feeling understood. What they don't realize is that you now understand them better than they understand themselves. This isn't manipulation, it's psychological literacy. You don't need to be liked to influence people. You need access. Sign number 4. You always maintain an exit. You never fully merge with systems, groups, or beliefs. Not because you're unstable, but because you're playing the long game. You don't move from loyalty. You move from alignment. Where others attach out of habit or fear, you stay mobile, measured, unattached to collapse. You study systems, not stories. You plan your exit long before you need it. So when momentum dies, you don't panic. You reposition. That's not detachment. That's self-governance. And real control starts when you can leave before the walls fall. Owning this type of mind doesn't make you superior. It means your awareness demands discipline. Even the strongest mind can collapse without control. Awareness without regulation becomes paranoia. Detachment without purpose becomes emptiness. Real power is quiet, strategic, intentional, and often invisible. Machiavellian intelligence isn't about controlling everything. It's about seeing everything and deciding with precision what's worth acting on. You're not antisocial. You're not broken. You're not falling behind. You simply operate on a more advanced processing layer. You don't react. You evaluate. You don't chase movement. You choose position. You weren't made to fit in. You were built to navigate what others are too distracted to notice. The question isn't whether you have Machiavellian intelligence. It's whether you will refine it or let it run you. Because those who understand behavior quietly shape outcomes. The rest perform for the crowd and remain predictable. Choose control or stay ordinary.